Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. I have already set up the winners of the Bonkai922's live stream suggestion block contest. And the winners are, but that is not this video. Wrote them all down. It's a total of 10. What I'm going to do is these 10 winners are going to be in 2 live streams. And I might do this continuously, so like next month, which will be, because this I did it in January, so we're saying February, so because I'm doing the results in February, the next contest won't be until March. Oh, probably will happen at the end of February, and then, you get my gist. Now, Pet Girl of Sakurasou, episode 18. Now, Pantone 12 sent me the message. He did. They had a fight. Yes, they did. Sorata, and it wasn't really much of a fight. I mean, it was. Sorata was getting his ass kicked. Let's be honest here. Sorata was getting his ass kicked by Jin. It was like, no contest. But I have to disagree, Pantone. I mean, the news is shocking. And it does make sense to be shocking. But in the end of the day, it only affects Sheena. At least that's what I feel to be. And basically what happened in this episode, at the end, the very, 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 very end of the episode, the teacher that is there, the Sakurasou dorm, says it's been announced in the meeting that at the end of the year, Sakurasou will be dismantled. And here's the thing. Jin is leaving, okay? And it's true that is disappointing. But here's the thing that is Sorota would probably end up moving into the other dorm and can't bring in the cats. And the same thing goes with Nanami. But Sheena can't go. And what I mean by this whole aspect is he won't be able to take care of her, won't be able to see her. So, it really does. In the long end, it does, you're right, Pantone, affect everybody. Now, I want to talk about the fight. Basically, this episode, and the name of the episode was called Love for an Alien. Yeah, Love for an Alien. Which is dealing with Misaki Senpai. Now, beginning part of the episode, a few things happened. Sorota had a meet. Well, we had a. This was weird because some of the subtitles weren't working, so I didn't understand what Jin was saying, what he was doing. So. But in the beginning part of the episode, my throat's a mess. Beginning part of the episode, he's looking at this box that has something in it, and he's thinking to himself. That's the beginning part of the episode. After that, we have Sorota going into a large building, ready to talk to the guy who's helping him with the game. And he informs him while they're discussing about it, and here and there and there. He wants the person who drew the art for your presentation, wants that same person to do the artwork for the game. So they have something to go on while they're designing it. And it's obviously Sheena he's talking about. So even though Sorota's hesitant, he's going to do it, ask her to do it for her. Okay. So when he comes back from the job, he bumps into the teacher who, runs. And she didn't give him a sly remark. She just walks away. That's how you know it was a premonition that something's going to happen later on. So basically, he gets ready and he tells Nanami and she wants to go with him, and so is Mashiro, to go to school and to see the results of Sorota's sister's test. On the way there, hilarity ensued between Sheena, between Mashiro, Nanami, and Sorata. These three were talking, and the entire time, Mashiro was like, why are you smiling? And then she was saying different plans, like Plan C, Plan B, different plans of how to get Mashiro's attention. And if his sister passes and goes to school, and she feels that he tells him, he says, "Oh, why are your faces red? They're not red. They say at the same time." It's this connection between Nanami and Sorota is bugging Mashiro, and she brings it up, and she says when they're trying to cross the street, "Oh, you guys are having a good time." No, we're not. It was so funny. And that's when Sorota decides to ask her about the drawing. And she says, "I'll do it." No hesitation in her part. No hesitation with Mashiro. He says, but yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. I was like, damn. So, they're in the school grounds, and they're looking for her name. And Sorota's looking for his sister's number, which was, I think, 98. He looks. Name not there. Uh-oh. And she's like, no! She's freaking out and everything, so obviously she didn't pass. That's when he bumps into the former, the student, president of the student council, and his girlfriend, and they tell Sorota that Jin is at school. And that's when Nanami, Sorota, and Mashiro all decide we're going to make sure these two talk. And this is what actually ensued the fight between Sorota and Jin. So Nanami's pulling it out there. She's running to Sakurasou, where Misaki Senpai is, get her to come. And then he goes up to see Jin, and they go to the roof, and they start talking. And even he and Sorota really let it have him. He said, "Oh, she meant this to you," and then he just punches Sorota and says, "You don't understand." And he's like, "Boom, boom, 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 boom." Blow for blow. But here's the thing. Sorota got his ass kicked. Jin just totally let him have it. And I was like, And I have mixed feelings for Jin as a character. Jin. Because I felt that he was scum at some point. But then in this episode, it reveals to me that no, he's not. I fully now understand why he's doing what he's doing. And we also, during this part, got a flashback while he's talking to him after he beat the shit out of him of when they were kids. And the whole thing with Misaki's sister. He started going out with Misaki's sister, and it got complicated, and so on and so forth. And, even with even with Misaki saying the things she said to Nanami, Nanami did the most. Oh my god. What she did, oh my god. Maybe we were like going like this. Are you out of your fucking mind? She grabs Misaki, and he has this pulley ramp thing out her window. She took her, and they went on the pulley, and they were flying down, and she was full on Nanami of getting Misaki senpai to the school to talk to Jin, and and even when Jin was denying that she was going to show up, Mashiro was like, she will come. Sure enough, she came. She showed up, and she had a conversation with him, and it was what I thought. And this is the whole point of the episode, which is why I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. Almost a 5, but, I wanted to see more fighting. But nevertheless, 4.5 out of 5. And I really like this conversation between Jin and Misaki. I thought it was really done well. And I thought the whole point is he is inadequate. His scripts are not good enough for her. And that's the whole point of him going. And he gives her this ring, and it's a very touching moment. And the teachers go in there to get them out, and then they make up, and it's all settled, and they leave, and then when they leave, I want the teachers in the rooftop, and I'm like, God, fucking crazy. So they all leave, and Gene says, last thing he says, oh, let's all go back to Sakurasou. And it's on a high note, and everything's good and fun and laughing. And they go home, and there's the teacher coming back from her meeting, and everyone's here. Oh, good, everyone's here. At the meeting, it was decided at the end of this year, Sakurasou will be demolished. And she tells that to everybody. Now, for Jin, it doesn't matter because he's going to college. What this does, it fucks up everything. It does. It really does. I thought it didn't, but now I think about it again. It really does. Because he won't be able to see Mashiro. I don't know about Nanami, but I definitely know Mashiro as much as he wants to. Sorata. So, and it really puts a damper on his gaming plans, with her making his own thing. It's a lot to take in. It really is. It really is. But this was a good episode. This is a shocker, least to say. Next week's probably going to be a thing with, Sakura. I think it was I'm not sure. I kind of forgot the title for next week's episode. What it was called actually, but it was similar to the words of Sakurasou is home or something. But this was episode what? 18, and there's 24. So I've got a hunch that the next two are going to be cornering on this situation. And we will see how this evolves, what happens, from this situation. But the fight and the whole thing with Misaki and Jin, that was handled very good. I liked it. That's one of the reasons why I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. And the ending, obviously. But they're going to find a way to get everybody to stay at Sakurasou. They'll find a way, at least what I hope at least. Because if not, then Mashiro and Sorata are not going to have a relationship anymore. It's as simple as that. So yeah. This was a good episode. Hands down, It could have been a little bit better. But I'm not going to push that 5 yet until next week. Because I believe next week it's going to get really crazy. So, yeah. But that's all I got for you guys. So, yeah, this is Mabankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Jin, I forgive you, man. I forgive Jin. Yeah, no biggie. You did good. It was understandable. And we will see how this resolve this. It's going to be hard. I don't know how they're going to do it. We'll have to wait and see. See ya.